We are live. It is time. Um, we just chilling, watching the Astros play the Space Cowboys. There's
Fucking a break.
a lot going on in sports. Um, Houston Rockets are on fire right now. Jalen Green's playing some of the best basketball we've seen in a while.
Since Harden.
I know there's a lot of people that were relooking the trade for Jalen and some picks for Mikal Bridges.
Well, I'll tell you this, I don't remember what it was.
It was Jalen, multiple picks for Mikal Bridges.
Oh, I remember now. Fuck that.
It's like, I'm glad that, you know what, Raphael, we all mess up, bro. We all mess up. It's all good. And that, you know me, bro. I don't like to look at the internet too bad when it comes to people.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized something today, though. There
So,
are people that don't even understand that there are trade deadlines. There was somebody that on Twitter, they were like, "I'm glad that the Rockets got this trade turned down. We should try to offer them Dylan Brooks and a first round pick for Mikal Bridges now to undermine him." And somebody was arguing with him that no, we need Dylan Brooks to get in the play-in tournament.
well, first off, it's not gonna fucking happen right now.
That was my biggest thing. I was like, you two idiots are arguing, and there's not even a possibility of this happening because the trade deadline's over, people. That ship is sailed, man. It's gone. And,
But that would be like the player that you would have, like you would upgrade. Like
yeah,
Dylan Brooks.
I mean, a lot of people are now questioning Şengün. What do we do with Şengün? I mean, there's possibility he may be back for regular season. It's one of those things where it's like, I guess where we fall on the ladder, playing tournament, playoffs, all that stuff. If we miss the playoffs, but it's one of those things where that's for Ime to figure out, bro.
Nah, I figured it out.
All right.
Who's the greatest coach in sports history? It's Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
He says trade somebody a year early, not a year late. If you give him another year to figure out that dude is what he is, you lose value. Just trade him.
So trade him in the offseason?
Yes. If I give you Şengün and the Brooklyn pick for Bam, he's been to the finals. He's got experience. He's in his prime. Like, that's even.
Yeah. And then you got to move Steven Adams.
Yeah, I already, if Landale plays like that, bro, I was already kind of thinking they were going to move Steven Adams anyway. I mean, because if you trade Şengün, what are you going to get? You don't want point guards, right? You don't want shooting guards. So unless Dylan Brooks goes in the trade, it's either Dylan Brooks or Jabari that goes. So if somebody's getting traded, it's either Dylan Brooks, Jabari, or Şengün.
Yeah.
The other two seem to be able to play with what the fuck we do. So I'm not saying I want Şengün gone, but if I was going to trade one, it's going to be Şengün.
Yeah, no, I feel if you're gonna trade somebody, you're looking to move a piece. He's honestly your best trade piece. If we're being realistic here. Now, will Raphael do that? It's gonna come down to like what we said in our Jalen Green video. It's gonna be up to Ime and him. If Ime is like, hey, I got enough toothpaste out of this container, I'm done. We good. And I mean, all in all, it doesn't really matter what us fans think because Raphael and Ime are gonna do what they want to do anyway. That culture, you're starting to see a lot of how the Ime culture is. And I'm not saying they're like dirty players or anything like that, but they just don't take shit. Like,
Nah, Şengün ain't no bitch, yo. He don't take no shit, but It's just the way you play doesn't fit into what we do.
Yeah, I mean, luckily we only got like what 12 games, I believe, and then
Let me say this is if the Rockets get into the play-in on the back of what Jalen Green is doing, you almost have to build around Jalen, not Sengun, in my opinion.
he everything that everybody was shitting on him for efficiency, defense, and all that stuff. He's doing it. He is literally doing it. So I don't know what happened, if it was the kid, if it was him just finally figuring it out after all that stuff, a mixture of everything. But he's figuring out. This is the Jalen Green that we thought could happen. And last game that he played, his efficiency was a little down. I think he was like 9 for like 20 something. And so people were back on there. Oh, he's ball hogging, bro. When you are the hottest player in the NBA right now, ball hog the hell you want, bro.
People keep
Now,
talking about he got 3 baby mamas now. He got all this bullshit going on. Sengun got hurt, yada yada. I could tell you, I've been saying what the greatest thing that happened to Jalen Green was. It's Cam Whitmore. Cam Whitmore showed Jalen Green how he's supposed to play in on this team. He's like, if y'all don't tell him shit, y'all ain't gonna tell me shit. And Jalen just so happens to at this point be a better player than Cam, and it worked for him.
yeah, because Cam went down. They were like, Jalen, we need you to step in and do exactly that shit. Just run in there. And he's been doing it. And his offense has been amazing to watch. I mean, the high flies always, dude can dunk a ball. And I'm like, yeah, but it's the play also. Like him and Amin playing together is beautiful. Him and Fred playing together is beautiful. He looks, I mean, it's a small sample for March, but if you were to grab this film from March, he looks like he flirts with like superstar, all star like talent right there. Like,
If he played like that in fucking December and January, he would have been all star
yeah,
for real.
yeah, like this Jalen Green that we're seeing in the month of March, if he keeps it up and this is his transition to the next year, this is the pick where you're like, yeah, it was worth it. Um, Other than that, though, I mean, it looks like, I mean, there's still a few games left. Playing tournament there. We don't. Golden State still has to lose a few. Lakers.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that we're tied for the 10th spot. I mean, we're half a game out from Golden State, and we got a game against them. But I think they have the easiest schedule remaining. We have the second easiest, but we got momentum.
Yeah, they own the tiebreaker right now, so that's the only problem. Also.
Well, we play them one more time, so we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all in all, I mean, right as of right now, Milwaukee's beating the Lakers. That helps us out too.
Word.
Um, and just keep losing. Just keep losing. Just all the Rockets can do is win and hope that other teams lose, and there we go. That's all we can do. That's all we can hope for. Um, yeah. Other than that, I mean, I'm cool with what the Rockets doing. Keep it up. I ain't got nothing bad to say about y'all. Jabari, if you're gonna don't get into more fights, bro.
No, 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 no. Ime didn't say that. He said if you don't throw the punch unless you think you're gonna land it.
Yeah.
That's what he said. It's like when your mama sent you to school and he's like, if you get in a fight, you better not lose, motherfucker, because you come home
Yeah.
get your ass whooped.
Yeah, those people calling Ime out, and it's like, I mean, he's just being honest. He's teaching the young man the rules of the NBA, like unwritten rules of the NBA. Let's say that, because there's a lot of players that have said that. They go, unless you're gonna land it, don't even waste the time or the fine or the money, or just go on
It's
with your
also
life.
a blessing in disguise because Jock Landale started in your place and he had a baller ass game. So, I mean, it is what it
Yep.
is.
Moving on to other hoops, U of H. We had the little heart attack game against A&M. What, 4 starters fouled out?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know if that had a lot to do with our foul trouble and we were really reaching on the bench or we played down to the comp. But I just felt like that was an offensive outburst for U of H because we don't ever score like that.
Yeah, we were
You know what I
like at
mean?
80 something by overtime. I was like, what the
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very weird. The game was weird. I mean, there was both A&M fans were complaining about the refs. U of H fans were complaining about the refs. It was a very weird officiating game. There was some calls. One thing about basketball is like if you stay with one thing where it's like, all right, I'm gonna call ticky tack fouls. Okay, cool. I can get used to that, but don't switch it then at the end. And it's like, I mean, there was so many damn freaking timeouts and
I just
fouls.
felt like that was a good game for us going into the Sweet 16 because it's like you were. How many days in a row, weeks in a row, was I bitching? I was sick of watching boring fucking U of H. I was like, this is fucking boring, bro. I don't want to watch this shit anymore because it's
Yeah,
over by 3 minutes because they don't give up buckets. You know what I mean? Like
blowout,
yeah, it's a
blowout.
blowout by 5 minutes into the game, and we only
Yeah,
got 8 points, but that's it. You know what I mean? But like that was a good game because now we're on high alert. I mean,
and I mean,
Juwan Roberts, he went down in the first half for whatever reason, and Francis, he was in foul trouble the second half. So you never really got your big men on the court together like we were before, which is why
yeah.
I felt like they were able to rebound and stay in the game. But if they're on the court together, I ain't tripping, especially if Shed's playing like that.
Emmanuel Sharp, that boy showed up and showed
Man,
out.
started balling. Son. He was balling. That motherfucker know how to get a bucket. Cryer was balling. Whew.
Yeah, Cryer want to be the first player and I forgot how many years to win 2 championships with 2 different teams.
Cryer was balling. Like you could tell his experience because like other people were doing shit that was pissing him off and he was saying something. I was like you kind of earned that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, no,
Considering Jamal Shed as every year is at least gone to the Sweet 16. If he doesn't win a natty, is he still considered one of the greatest Cougs of all time?
I would have to say yeah.
I would
I
have
would
to
just
say yes also.
like I have to just he's progressed, he's pushed the team. Everybody, especially being in this division, the Big 12, everybody was like, "Oh,
Count it
wait till you
out.
get there." Yeah, wait till you get there. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. And this dude said, "Nah, I'm putting y'all in my damn bag. We gonna go get this shit and let's do it." And there was even the overtime game when he did that move where he hopped in between the defenders. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this dude, he's like, "Nah, I'm taking over, bro." And I was like, "Forget this." And they ended up fouling out. And I was like, "Damn it!" But
It happens. We got what we
he
could,
played.
but we came out early in overtime. Like we jumped on them early, and then was like, "All right, cool." We emptied the tank right off the rip,
Yeah,
so it
because
worked out.
he played like 44 minutes, I think, bro. That in college,
Man, that
that's
putback dunk he had, that was one of the best dunks I seen in forever. That little motherfucker went up there and he waited. He waited for the ball.
that boy there. I was like, whoo. I was like, I'm gonna miss you, bro, next year, but it's all good. We'll figure it out.
Now we're good. I mean, that's the kind of game you're gonna have to play if you're gonna be like Gonzaga or something.
It only gets
But
harder.
yeah, for real.
Bobby at the gym was telling me that Duke was gonna beat him, so I was like, hold up, bro.
That motherfucker retarded, bro. He don't know. I guarantee you he could. First off, Duke is hurt. Like they're down and out. They're bad. They're going through it. So if they beat us, then we deserve to lose.
Oh yeah. If they beat us, I'm be like, hold on, man. So what went wrong? So I don't know. Houston Astros. We
2 days, bro. 2 days.
I said my boy Ronel Blanco looked kind of shaky, but now he 8 strikeouts today.
Yeah, he threw one bad pitch. I was pissed off about it, but he got it together.
It's like I don't need you to
He got
start,
good.
but I need you
He
to
got
finish.
good command. Well,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rumor has it whoever would pitch better today was going to be your fourth starter.
Ronel Blanco, welcome, bro. Because JP looked like he's still dealing with some whatever the hell elbow injury or I don't know what. But
Yeah, mind you, JP's pitching against the pros.
yeah, no, that's what I say. JP's over there against. He's like, can y'all be on my team now? It's, I gotta go against who? Jordan, Altuve, Tucker,
Like
Bregman.
Ronell got the strikeouts, which is good. France looks a lot like he did last year, aside from this defense isn't making plays that the big roster would make on defense. So I think Blanco, based on this, will get the nod as your fourth starter. But whatever.
I mean, it's good. The good thing is about baseball is when it's early, You can kind of figure some stuff out and all that. As long as the main goal is to win the series.
Mm-hmm.
So if I lost a game, but I won two and won the series, fine, let's go, move on. If I won the series, let's go, move on. Especially in the AL, where it really counts. The division even more, but we talked about it. The division kind of is in a lopsided. I mean, luckily Jordan Montgomery going to Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
that leaves him off of the Yankees. It leaves him off of the Rangers. I
I
mean,
think it's our division to win or lose. Dare I say? Um, I watched us play Space Cowboys today. I like the way our offense is. Like I like this lineup. I love Tucker and Jordan going in the 2 and 3. I just like it.
yeah, that was interesting because we've seen that before, and it was like a small sample size of it, and it didn't work. But I also felt it was so late in the season where it's kind of like, all right, why are we switching stuff?
It makes a lot of sense to me though. Think about it, because Altuve's erratic, right? So
Yeah,
either he's gonna home run or do some goofy shit, or he's just gonna pop up on the first pitch. But it's a really good chance of for Jordan to bring that run home in the 2 hole, and it's even a better chance for Tucker to bring a run home out of the 3 hole, because the likelihood of you getting a runner on base with Altuve and Jordan is pretty fucking good. So it just sets those two dudes up, the lefties, Jordan and Tucker, to have monster numbers this year, which in the long run might kick us in the ass, because if Tucker has like a fucking phenomenal fucking RBI season batting out of the 3 hole, he's gonna want money.
facts. Mario Limon says thoughts on the hip drop tackle ban in the NFL.
Eh.
I know JJ spoke on it, and there's a few other defenders that were like, just add flags now to the game. Like,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. They just like it's bullshit. Like that's all they're gonna do is it's gonna be flag football.
yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I try to I try to
There's nothing
understand.
that protects the defender. I play defense, you know this. There's nothing that
Yeah,
protects the defender, because all I get it. They're trying to set the offensive player up to make more electric plays, like more plays, more highlights, more TV money and shit like that. But as a defender, you look at that, it's like I got to do what I got to do to get this motherfucker on the ground, because if he gets 15 yards, I go to the bench and he gets another play. You know what I mean? So it's bullshit to me. I'm telling you, bro. I used to play for a coach. It's like his rule was like, if you could break somebody's collarbone, you don't have to run this week. So we were out there hitting. Like this was about. It's like I'm fucking hitting. So it's a weak ass league, in my opinion,
and
which
that's one
sucks
thing.
because it's probably the best athletes that they've had in a long time on defense.
Like it's kind of bullshit. Like I get that. Oh, the big plays. Like oh shit. Like oh he ran a freaking 90-yard fucking break play. But it's like all right when I see the defender do this and like whatever. Like I don't blame him. Like what are you supposed to do? Oh you can't hit here. You can't hit here. You can't hit here. You can't do this. You can't do. What am I supposed to do, bro? Like a grown man. Like especially like a Derrick Henry or somebody running at me. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to just let him push me over. I'm supposed to let him
Exactly. They need to,
steamroll
instead
this
of
guy.
trying to protect the offensive player. I get it. Like no cheap shots. Don't try to blow somebody's leg out or nothing like shit
Yeah,
like that. But like you gotta up the mentality of an offensive player, like to that Marshawn Lynch run through a motherfucker's face. Like he should be as aggressive as I am, to be honest with you, because I'm trying to fucking hurt him.
and that's the thing. It's like okay, the Mark Andrews I know is the recent one that he got hurt. Dude, I'm a Mark Andrews fan, but when he goes in and bodies dudes, all right, bro, I'm gonna meet you at the line and we gonna see what happens. And it just so happened that this one time out of your 1,000 times, you got hurt, bro. It
Mm-hmm.
happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's football. There's injuries in all sports. What
It
if a baseball player hits a ball at the pitcher? What we need to do a pitch machine so the pitcher doesn't get hurt now? Like
No, what it is like you have people who are my generation who tried to figure out ways to combat these bullshit rules, like Kareem Jackson For instance, like we're about almost the same age. We learned the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So when people are like, he's hitting dirty, he's like, no, because if I hit the way that an offensive player hit me, if I did that in reverse, I would get a call. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's why the mentality is like the Mark Andrews shit. It's like, all right, meet me here. If you get me this time, I'm gonna tell my homeboy, hey, uh, if he does that shit again, I'm gonna take the pop, but light his ear hole up, hit him on top of the shoulder pad, see if he can split that collarbone or something. You know what I mean? So like, don't make the defender be dirty because you're not stopping the offensive player from being dirty.
Yeah. And we see like I mean there's some when you see like offensive players jumping over people and doing this and do that, I mean you gotta understand though too, it's gonna happen to where it's like a defender's like, nah, this is my paycheck, bro. Like I gotta get that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Give me a sleeper in the East and the West that y'all think can actually win the title. I'm gonna assume we're talking about basketball. Oh shit. Like what constitutes a sleeper? For the reason I asked that is because like I think Denver's gonna win again, probably at least make it out of the West. But for some reason, uh uh I feel like the Suns at some point in time have the ability to play some bomb ass defense, bruh. Good ass defense. So the Suns would be a sleeper in the West to me, even though they got like all the fucking talent.
Hmm.
Boston and Denver, yeah, I could see that. In the East, man, I ain't gonna lie, I don't ever count Giannis out. If Giannis decides to just be a ball hog, I don't count Milwaukee out. So I'm gonna say Phoenix and Milwaukee.
I'm gonna
And
say
that feels bad to say Milwaukee's a sleeper.
well, I mean, they're 46 and 25, Boston's 57 and 15. They're pretty much running it. I mean, Milwaukee has had their ups and downs. I mean, if you're like going sleeper, like then that's really hard. Like, I
I just
mean,
think that like my thing is I was never a fan of the Lillard trade, and I fucking hate Doc Rivers. So I think
yeah,
there's a lot of shit going against him. But again, Giannis, I don't count Giannis out.
I'm gonna go
Oh, can I change my answer? Fuck Giannis and the Bucks. I'm gonna go for the Knicks. I kind of like the Knicks.
Jalen Brunson balling over there. I'm gonna go out of the
Ju-
West. I'm gonna go to the Clippers.
okay,
I
playing
like
defense on
Kawhi.
themselves.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna. I don't know what James Harden I'm getting, what Westbrook I'm getting, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna ride the Clip train,
That's
and
a good one.
then it's gonna have to be Milwaukee or Cavs for me. Because I mean, not Cavs, Knicks. Because I don't trust the Cavs. I don't like the Magic that much. Pacers, Heat, and 76ers. I ain't picking the damn Bulls or the Hawks. You tripping?
I'd have picked the Pacers if they never would have traded for Pascal. Bum ass Siakam.
Yeah. Mario Limon. When is Cam Whitmore and Sengun coming back? Sengun is actually rehabbing. They said he should be back soon. If they want to bring him back for regular season, they might hold him out. There's no for sure yet. Cam, it's probably the same thing. He'll probably come
I don't
back.
even
Honestly,
remember what
Cam,
happened to Cam.
if I'm not mistaken, it was like his
Ankle, right?
ankle. I think, yeah. Let's see, we got it.
If the Lakers or the Warriors they fucking fumble it and let the Rockets in, that's gonna be so funny to me. Let me ask you this: who do you think is more likely to fuck up, the Lakers or the Warriors?
I think honestly, the Warriors.
Yeah, I feel that way too.
Like the Lakers right now, no, with no LeBron, the Lakers look totally different. But it's just something about that Warriors team ever since the Draymond Jordan Poole bullshit, and it just has been like, I mean, literally, Steve Kerr was like, it can't just be Steph Curry every single day, and then the one day that they're winning, Steph Curry is playing bad, and the rest of the team's playing good. and it's my fault because I bet on them today. So I tested
There
out
you
my
go.
theory, and I bet on. But I did bet on Giannis too, and he's balling. So I don't know what the hell's going on. That's it. So something's going on. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Warriors slip up. I mean, if both of them want to slip up, that's cool. I'll take the Rockets over either one of them. I don't care.
I don't care either. I just want to get in. That was
Yeah,
the goal all along. Just get to the playing tournament.
play in.
Don't fuck around and let us in the playoffs. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Somebody, it's gonna be fun. Because if we get
Probably
in,
not because we'd end up playing somebody like Denver or somebody.
oh yeah,
But we beat them. We have the season record against them. I think we're 3-1 against Denver.
yeah. We that was one team we actually did really good against, which is funny.
I don't want to play playoff Joker though. Fuck that.
Well, you'll play. So what? I think 10 plays 7, right? Or
10 plays
10,
7, and then
9 plays 8.
yeah, and then those two winners play each other.
So we would, as of right now, if we were to get 10th, right, we would play the Mavericks,
We can
and
beat
then
them.
yeah, and then Lakers or Warriors, whoever else gets in, would play
Who's
the
the 1
Suns.
and 2 seed? Denver and who?
Denver, then Thunder and Timberwolves. Timberwolves and Thunder are pretty
See,
much tied.
see, if Houston can make it in the play-in, like playoffs, get past the play-in and make it to the playoffs in the 7th seed, and we play the Thunder, I would give us like a 60-40 chance, to, like them 60, us 40, that we win that series. Because we play them tough.
Yeah, you have a game or two where Shea goes off, and then you have a game or two where the Rockets defense shows up, and
But they
then
haven't played us with a center that has been doing what Landale's been doing. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know that boy Shea gonna be like, oh shit, man. That would be if we did that series. That would be one where I want Alp back though, because he cooks shit. I
He
don't,
does.
I don't know what it is with him and those big centers. He be cooking him up. He be cooking
Well, Chet
Mitchell up.
cooks him back though. Because you
Yeah, I
remember,
mean,
Chet got sick of that dude's shit and he started firing off 3-pointers and they were all going in. And the next thing he's talking about is like, I could be a 50, 40, 90 player. And I was like, damn, this motherfucker got confidence on our ass.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing though too. Is like they be the big guy is like the only one I want LP to dominate every time is Victor. If he Chet's a baller. Like Victor's a baller too, but you talk too much, bro. So I don't really care.
You know what's so funny to me? A month ago, when football season was full tilt boogie, right? This city didn't give a fuck about the Rockets. They really didn't. You hardly ever heard. Now you got baseball about to start. You got draft shit going on, and you got March Madness, and nobody's talking about none of that. You everywhere you go, it's like the Rockets are on fire. The Rockets are on fire. The Rockets are on fire. That's fucking cool to me. It's like you motherfuckers didn't care 3 weeks ago.
We were the only ones that did. We were like, hey, for you, us and the 10 people at Toyota Center watching them, bro. Like, let's go.
And the
Like,
other 4 people were listening to our dumbasses talk about them.
I had friends that were like, damn, like I'm watching, like I want to support the Rockets, but I can't because they suck. And it's just like, bro, like I'm not saying they weren't like last year sucky. Like if they were last year sucky, I got it. They were competitive. There was that small span of like December, January where I was like, dang, deuce, or it was like January, February, somewhere around there where they sucked, and I was like, damn, like we back to that bullshit. But this last few stretch, when March came and Jalen flipped that switch,
Well, there was
it's like,
a period of time when Van Vliet and Dylan Brooks stopped doing shit, and then we were doing bad. We were
yeah,
bad, and Sengun and Jalen were trying to figure shit out, and they just couldn't. Sengun getting hurt is a blessing in disguise.
you gotta figure it out. I'm like, I'm ready for some playoff basketball. Hopefully, I'll take even one game. I'm cool. Give me the playing tournament. That's
You'll
all I
get
want.
two. I think you get two, no matter what.
I thought it was it's 2 games. I thought it was
I think you get two. I'm pretty. I think.
I thought it was like one game and then you go to the series, or is it like best of three? Financially,
Nah,
it makes
it
sense to go best
no,
of
it's
three.
like I forgot how it goes, but I think it's fucking weird. It's kind of stupid to be honest with you, but it's competitive basketball.
Yeah, at first I hated it, like, but then I started watching. I was like, oh shit. So April 16th through the 19th is the playing tournament, and we right around the corner.
Hmm hmm So the way I think it is, bro, is like this. So say 7 plays 10, right?
Yeah.
And then 8 plays 9. So whoever wins out of those two games plays each other, right? So then the two losers play each other. And the two whoever wins the game out of the two losers plays the loser of the two winners for the A spot.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
So you could potentially have 3 games.
Okay. Yeah. So April 16th through the 19th is the play-in tournament. April 20th, NBA playoffs begin, and then conference semifinals May 6th through 7th. Yeah. Finals in June.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't want it to be Boston. I think Boston is boring to fucking watch.
Yeah, I hate watching Boston, bro. I saw somebody say that Jason Tatum was going to be the face. Michael Beasley said he goes, Jason Tatum will be the face of the NBA when LeBron leaves. And I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Dude's so damn boring. It's like watching paint dry sometimes. Like,
No disrespect to him. He's a good player. He puts up his numbers. He gets his shit done. But he's no way he's gonna be the fucking face of this. If he's the face of the league, then we're in trouble. Like trouble, bro.
there's no part of me that's like, damn, I want to watch Jason Tatum play. Like, I've never, those words, until right now when I said it, those the words have never left my mouth, ever.
Like if LeBron were to quit today, it immediately has to for until he's done be Curry.
Yeah.
But Curry, Giannis, Joker, Luca, like those guys will jump ahead of Tatum in my opinion. The one player who I think could like be like the biggest marketing tool in all of basketball, in my opinion, if he got his shit together, is Ja Morant. If Ja would quit doing Ja shit and do hoop shit, then he could be the face of the league. I think.
If you had Ja, Anthony Edwards, and one more, and like Shea, bro, that would be some fucking amazing basketball right there. Like three faces, three different types of personalities, three different things. And then you have your next wave of like Victor and them. Like,
Fuck Victor. If he's ever the face of the league, we're in trouble.
if he's a face, I mean, they're gonna milk that shit. Bro, I mean, they're not as bad right now because his team sucks. Thankfully, I don't have to hear about what he ate for fucking breakfast and shit like that yet. And luckily, ESPN has realized that nobody gives a shit about that. Because the beautiful thing is, ESPN used to just do dumb shit and nobody could say nothing. Now you put dumb shit up and they'll go to Twitter or X and they'll be like, dude, shut the hell up at ESPN, and then ratings and all that stuff because there's actually competition. It's like, oh, hell yeah, you can't just put dumb shit on there. I remember they put a day in the life of LeBron James and they were talking about what he eats. I was like, bro, I don't give a shit. I'll watch that on YouTube, bro. Give a fuck.
Exactly.
It's like, oh,
I
he
don't
has
understand how people
food.
shit on LeBron all day long, and then he'll go do something like JJ Redick's podcast or something, and then everybody want to get on his dick. It's like if you hate the man, hate the man. Don't
Mm-hmm.
hate the man for other shit. Like if you're gonna hate him, then don't hate him for fucking his personal shit. Hate him for his on court shit. But you got shit backwards.
Yeah. Like, I don't like it when he tried to make that documentary on the Astros about cheating. I was like, all right, fuck you then, bro. Like, you got to LA, we're like, oh, I gotta make it up for him. That's why it bombed, bro. It bombed. I was like, you and your bum self. But I said, I respect your game though. I will respect it because at the end of the day, you have to. Dude can freaking ball out. Dude
I think
changed
he's
the
the
game
second greatest player ever, in my opinion.
right behind.
MJ. Oh, Moochie Norris. Oh,
Yeah, I got this. Oh man. Um, what else we got? Texans, Cal McNair, congrats, bro. You are the owner of the Houston Texans. Unanimous decision. Um, Jerry, Cowboys owner Jones was like, it was he was gonna vote for him all the time. Unanimous. He learned from his dad. Uh, I know a lot of people were saying now that he has ownership, he can advocate for what the hell they do with the Astrodome. Um,
Hmm?
there's a lot of stuff that he can start doing. They asked him about the jerseys, of course. They got leaked, so then their marketing team pivoted and we're like, no, we're gonna jump on top. So those were our away jerseys.
Why don't they just go fucking do like redo the Astrodome and use that for the rodeo? Use that shit for when you have fucking like if you redid the Astrodome. I'm not saying like make a football field out of it, but like you can get fucking bowl games in there. You'll find ways to make money.
You gotta get all the asbestos out of there first, and then
You could do kid seats just $5. Fucking monster trucks in that shit again. You remember when they used to be there every fucking weekend?
yeah. Oh man, that would be dope though, because you could have a bunch of carnival stuff in there. You could do a bunch of stuff in there,
All
weather
the
permitted.
time. It'd be man, fucking put like a mini Astroworld around that bitch until the fucking
Like a
hoodlums around this bitch fuck
big
it up.
water park or something in there.
Nah. You ain't soaking no pinto beans in my shit.
I need, we need something. Eh?
I was
It
saying you
needs,
could have like a full time carnival out there, just like at the rodeo, right?
yeah,
And then whatever event they have, fucking monster trucks, fucking Disney
all the
on ice.
conventions. Yeah.
Fuck it. Back in the day, bro, they used to have car shows there all the time. Los Magnificos custom car
Oh
show.
yeah. It is. I think it hard. It's hard for him because like you have Toyota Center and Minute Maid right there, and George R. Brown revamping itself into what it is. All that's right there, and then you go on to the other side, and it's NRG, and then it's just the broke down Astrodome. It's like, and I remember I have friends that be like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's the Astrodome." It's like, "Oh, what's the use for it?" It's just there. It's nothing. There's like you
Just
can't
there.
go inside. There's asbestos in there. You'll probably get real sick.
What you could do, what'll be dope is make it a big ass mall. Like a circle mall. And in the bottom you could have like flea market shit.
But it's like, would that even do good in this economy? I mean, all the Macy's are closing down. Everybody's online shopping now, so it's like
Then do flea market, a big ass flea market in that hole.
that's gonna be a big food gap, bro. I guess.
Hey, you know how many motherfuckers would be in that bitch tinting windows and doing car speakers? I smell them fake ass leather boots from the parking lot.
They gotta do something. Either tear it down or do something. Like
Don't
there's
tear it down, bruh. Don't tear
it,
it down.
somebody said if New York tore down Yankee Stadium, then you can tear down the Astros.
Now fuck the Yankees. They don't respect shit. It was probably infested with fucking rats anyway. Don't tear it down, bro. You already tore down Astroworld. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do it. I ain't gonna lie. If they did that, that would make me sad.
I mean, you gotta do something. It's just a wasted space there. And I get it that Cal and
Okay, let me
Eric
ask you
Cowan
this:
being
if it becomes just a parking lot, what are you gonna do with it? Put apartments there?
I don't know, build another arena, a more modern arena.
For what? Just
Do
redo the
something.
Astrodome.
Or what they could do is fix it up, and then put a sky thing from
To
NRG. So when you
NRG?
have yeah, like when you have a rodeo or something, you can have people go there. They can go there. It's all that stuff. It just has. I mean, rodeo is one of the biggest things that you have, right?
Then
And
why don't you just use the Astrodome for the concerts instead of that god awful fucking setup they have at NRG where you only get to see the fucking musician for 16 seconds at a time because the son of a
with it
bitch is going
spins,
in
with
circles.
it spins. People be like, "Oh, I saw Drake." It's like for like 10 seconds.
For real.
It's like, come on, man. Like, I mean, that would be cool though, because think about like wrestling, WrestleMania. You could do NRG, and then you can have something else in there going on while that's going on, or something like. There's multiple things you could do. NBA stuff, World Cup coming up, like
Mm-hmm.
all types
Mm-hmm.
of stuff. You got a lot of bids coming up. I mean, at some point, I'm sure NRG will get remodeled at some point and up to date type of stuff, but it's it's
I don't know what they could do with it. Don't tear it down, though, bro.
well, as of right now, we got New Jersey, so I mean, I doubt anything happens in the next 5 years from now.
I'm good with
So
that. I might feel different in 5 minutes, so we'll see.
yeah, I mean, the New Jerseys, you weren't happy with the first ones we got, the away jerseys.
Nah, I wasn't. I wasn't.
Um,
It's not that I didn't like them. It's just they look like everybody else's. I would rather keep what we had.
yeah, I think for new ownership, a new regime, new culture, they're trying to.
Now I
Uh,
get that, but they're trying to make some of their money back. Is what the fuck they're trying to do. I don't blame them.
hey, New Jerseys, people are gonna buy them. People are gonna be like, "Oh, we got retros now. We got."
Texans sucked so bad for a couple years. Everybody I knew that worked at Academy was just stealing their shit, and nobody cared.
I
Academy was
remember
like,
when
we weren't
Texas
selling
shit was
that
on.
bullshit anyway.
Yeah, when it was on sale, and it was like people still didn't buy the shit. I'll see kids walking around my job, and I'll be like, who the hell's that on the damn jersey?" And they're like, "I don't know. My mom got it at Goodwill." And I was like, "Yeah, I fucking bet, because ain't nobody. I don't even know who that is."
It's like, this is the only dumb motherfucker I know that wears a Neville Hewitt jersey.
If you have a Brock Osweiler jersey, you deserve everything that you got, though, because you actually
If
got.
you wear a Christian Kirksey jersey, you deserve to get ran over by the fucking Metro Rail.
That's your boy, bro. if you bought that and still wear it, yeah, you definitely got some problems, because that bum there is something else. Miami got cooked by the Warriors today. Uh,
The Texans really ain't been doing too much or nothing. And I don't
no,
mind it.
they've been very quiet. I mean, this is kind of what we saw last year. Very quiet heading into draft. Uh, they made 6.94 mil in cap space with the restructuring deals and stuff. It seems more. I mean, D'Amico said it, it's the draft. Their sweet spot of the draft is that second round where they want to be at. So they got an extra pick next year. They're going to be in there. It seems to be where their board is at. I mean, quality player. They've gotten quality players in the second round. Um,
In the second and third round, Snoop Dogg said it about Casario. That motherfucker don't miss. He don't miss. So I'm good with it.
that fool, like, look, I got lucky last year with 2 first rounders. Let me take my luck in the second. 'Cause he's like, I figured it out. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm gonna trust him. I have no reason not to trust him. The culture is totally different.
Hey, let me ask you this, because I heard this question came up on the radio today.
Yeah.
Do you have enough trust in Tank Dell's body and his ability to stay healthy for him to ever be a number one receiver, like, and not stop chasing after somebody to pair with him? Like, I can't answer that yet because his injury was a fluky ass thing. It really just
Yeah.
shouldn't have fucking been there. But if you get a lot of that shit going on again this year, then it's like, all right, bro. Like, I can't have, like, a lot of faith in you. I have to go find somebody to pair with Nico, and then you're kind of like the utility weapon.
Uh, I think as of right now, I'm leaning more towards that I can trust him, because if he wouldn't have been in that spot, he wouldn't have been injured. And his speed and the way he can catch that ball, his connection with CJ is just awesome. So
I do want to know how the second half of that Baltimore playoff game would have happened if Tank Dell was there. I can tell you that.
and it was like, and one thing is, I mean, if we get Tank before he got injured, and this Nico Collins that showed up as a 1-2 punch, that is a nice wide receiver thing, because when you have a quarterback like CJ, if he stays the way that he is or progresses even better, it makes those players better.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when people are like, they're not going to be like, oh, well, we need another number one receiver. It's going to be like, damn, these two dudes are number one receivers, but it's really because of what CJ's doing. It's like what Mahomes did with his receivers this year. Some of his Rasheed Rice was literally in talks as a top receiver for a while. And it's like, if we're being realistic here, I would take a lot of receivers over him, but the way Mahomes utilized him,
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things. It's like the way that Jordan Love utilizes some of those guys. It was like, okay, cool. Like, you're elevating that up. And I think with Nico and Tank, they're going to do that for sure. Um, I I will, if he does get injured again, then I'd be like, okay, what's going on here? Like, but until then, I mean, I think he's fine. I think he knows how to use his speed to not get in hurt and all that stuff. Slowick and them, don't put him in that spot again. It looked like he got hit by a car.
I'm gonna go out and call it. I'm pretty sure that Houston's gonna take a receiver in the draft in the third round.
Yeah,
I just don't feel like they're desperate enough to do it with either second round pick, and then they could still get a player in the third round like Des Walker or somebody. Um, but I still think they're gonna try to get somebody who could play the X spot if Nico can't.
because I mean, you got as of right now Robert Woods, Noah Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Xavier Hutchinson, Michi, Nico, Tank. I'm pretty sure somebody would get cut probably. Um,
Probably Robert Woods, if we're being honest. That's who I would cut. Like, if you're gonna cut Noah Brown, why would you even bring him back?
well, yeah.
All them
Well,
other,
I would. Yeah,
them other
I
two
would.
young boys, like Mechie and Hutchins, they're still young. You're not cutting Tank. You're obviously not cutting Nico. It's just I feel like Nico Collins is the only true X receiver on the roster, meaning that you don't have to send him in motion. You don't have to do no bullshit. He could win off the line. And if you
Yeah.
when you put him on the outside, and I don't know of anybody else who can do that on our team. Hutchins maybe, but I think that you kind of consider him more like a gadget receiver. Um, so that's why I have a feeling we're gonna get somebody. Which in the top 100 prospects, you're gonna still get a good receiver, which I'm cool with that.
I mean, and if you feel like a player can play on your team, I mean, look at the Puka Nakuas and those dudes. It's
It's
there's
true.
talent. There's talent in those later rounds.
Well, it goes back to team building. Like I understand what the philosophies of the offense is and how we're going to try to move. Like I'm not saying that, but like Casario and Slowick and them, they're like, I understand what we're going to try to accomplish in the skill set that would complement that, and that's what they're looking for. We look at it like a little bit more like unobjectively in the sense like we're just scouting talent. Like, oh, this dude's fucking good. We should get him. And
Yeah,
they're like, yeah, that dude is good, but I don't need none of that bullshit done. I need this done. He don't do it.
yeah,
So that's why I trust him.
yeah. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna trust them at this point. I mean, was it a lackluster offseason compared to how hyped we were? Yes, but I'm gonna see how it goes, bro. If it doesn't work out, well, then we can revisit that later on in the season in
We still have
September,
money to
October,
spend.
November. But if it works, I'm gonna be like, damn it, Nick, Nick, I'll be Nick number two, bro. You good? You take the spotlight. It's like we
I
good.
know they still are ideas. Just give us credit one time. Just let D'Amico do one press conference in a BCB shirt.
It's funny because a lot of the stuff you say, Steven Adams, we were talking about it like 2 weeks before, and then I sent you the text. You were like, I did not say that. All the centers they were looking at, you were literally talking about them. You were like, oh, this guy would fit. This guy would fit. And literally, that's all the centers they were looking at. It's like, and I get it. People be like, oh, well, of course it was. Yeah, but there was some dumb names out there too. And free agency for the Texans, it was like, I mean, the Mixon, none of us expected that. But
Hell no.
but there was other players where you're like, all right, this probably makes a little more sense right here.
I'll even I think I feel like to an extent I fumbled a lot of that shit, the free agency shit, because we didn't do nothing. I thought, but then also I look at like Daniil Hunter and it's like you bitch. Like I've been saying this for 18 months to go get this fool, and now the one second I stop, y'all want to go do it. Like what the hell is going on?
They're like, all right, we'll get him Zach. We'll get him
I,
Zach.
I'm telling you though, like the Aziz Al Shair signing, I think we're gonna love that, bro. Especially if he's playing middle linebacker. I like it.
Yeah, I think like all eyes, of course, are on offense because of CJ, Tank, Nico, Joe Mixon, those guys, Dalton Schultz. But this defense, bro, I'm hyped to see what this defense does because the thing is, like, Will Anderson working out with them already, like with Miles Garrett, bro. Seeing Will work out with him, it's like, all right, that's you said it. That's one guy that I want to see you work out with for sure. And knowing that he's already gotten his feet wet in the NFL, what he did last year, and then all the additions we brought in, it's like a Stingley that knows, like, hey, your coach got your back. You're gonna go out there. Hopefully, we set up Petrie in the way he can play well. I am excited for the defense, and I'm an offensive person, like a lot of NFL
I
fans. But
still
this
believe
defense,
that the draft is gonna be defensive dominant. Like if we're being honest, I have questions at D tackle. Like, are you gonna draft one? Are you going to
safety,
put more talent there through there? Who's the hell's going to play safety? Or are you sticking with Jimmy Ward and Petrie? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Are y'all going to play Akuda and whatever? Are y'all going to draft a corner? Are you going to sign Xavier Howard? Like, what are we doing here? So there,
yeah,
I still believe there are a lot of talent going to be added to that defensive side of the ball. That excites me. But then I want to see who it is first. I'm with you. D'Amico's coaching it, so it's going to be fucking good.
yeah. Well, I ain't got nothing else. This is a lot of
Nobody
Houston
wants to
stuff.
talk to us today, bro.
I know it's probably because the Astros are playing, and then
And it's a close game to Sugarland. Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, they probably saw Astros versus Space Cowboys, and some of them are thinking it's a real game. So
All right. Abreu looks like dog shit. I can tell you that.
I'm not even watching it, bro. He probably does, and it's fine.
You know
I
what?
would.
I'm with you, bro. I'm changing this shit because I'm gonna
I
go to bed mad.
Yeah, I changed it. I was watching. I mean, I didn't want to watch this either. I was watching Lakers and Bucks,
I
bro.
don't want to watch. I was watching this because I didn't want to watch that. Sick of watching Lakers basketball. So
Don't
boring.
watch NXT. It's even worse.
So boring.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't have nothing else. Go Cougs. Go Rockets. Astros. They
Stay
play on
healthy.
Thursday. Check out our video. It'll be coming out in the morning. We break down the Astros rotations. Screw you, Lance McCullers too. Um,
Fuck that guy.
Texans, yeah. Enjoy y'all's time off, bro, until we get closer to April draft time. That's when it will start picking back up. Now that free agency's kind of quieted down.
I have all kind of ridiculous shit to say about that. So y'all stay tuned.
And then be on the lookout. Fantasy football will be on the roll. We'll be having
Mm-hmm.
some surprises for that. Other than that, Houston, I'm gonna blame the weather. I'm gonna blame everybody's daylight savings time and shit.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Much love though, Houston.